What's up, nail geeks? I am back with Glam Polish's Middle Earth collection. This is a 10-piece set in various base colors of iridescent flakes, so let's dive right into the swatches. First up is Not All Those Who Wander Are Lost. This is a cobalt crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So across the board, all 10 shades have the basically identical finish of these iridescent flakes. They're very pretty. They pop really well against their respective base colors. And the ultra hollow glitter is what I would consider that wonderful, very fine particle type of glitter. It's really teeny tiny and it gives you this really soft sort of sparkle. Now, I didn't have any issues in terms of texture for any of these, but they do dry down quite flat. So you're going to want to finish with a good glossy top coat, which is what you're seeing on my full hand shot. And next is Courage is Found in Unlikely Places. This is described as a pastel lime crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. Now the formula to this one is a little bit what I would consider on the tricky side. It does apply on the chalkier sort of way. Now please keep in mind, as you can see on the beginning of each of the swatch parts, I do have a really bad repair. I started a new job and I'm in another lab, so lots of gloves, all that good stuff. So I couldn't avoid this break. It was really bad, but even still, I found that this one still applies similar on my other nails, regardless of whether or not there was a patch on my nail or not. So I'm going to suggest going in not too thin on this one to prevent any patchiness, and again, a good glossy top coat. Next is Go Where You Must Go and Hope. This is a light lavender crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So I really liked this color. It's very unicorn-like, given that the iridescent flakes pop really well against this one, and it's that beautiful soft lavender sort of look. I think this one is very similar in formula to that previous pistachio green sort of color, in that you're going to want to go in not too light on it just to prevent any sort of patchiness and let it just build up. Now across the board, I think most of these are going to be opaque perfectly at 3 thin coats or 2 normal coats. In the case of these last 2 polishes here, I'm going to suggest 3 normal coats for them. And next is There's Some Good in This World, Mr. Frodo. This is a plum crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. Now, in regards to the base color of this one, in case this one gets skewed across monitors and it's coming off like a really vibrant sort of purple, I want to really note I do agree with the official description. This is a plummy sort of purple. In my opinion, it's more of the duskier, but still very vibrant in person. I do think that my full hand shot's giving you a pretty good idea of what I'm seeing in person, but I just want to note, in case this is coming off really vibrant, really like neon, it's definitely not. It's still very, again, popping, but I wouldn't classify it as neon, more dusky. And next is You Shall Not Pass. This is a dark blue-gray crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So this one is very similar in formula to the first couple that we saw. Less of that really crelly, somewhat thicker sort of formula. It has more of this jelly crelly formula to it. So I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect. Now, even though I have that really awful break on this middle nail here, I do think it kind of helps in seeing how forgiving a polish is, because I've got this really tacky, for lack of better words, type of repair on my nails. So I think, honestly, I think it's a better representation to see just how textured your base nail can be when you're applying. And next is My Precious. This is a teal crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So this has a really flattering base color to it. Again, this one has more of that dusky sort of feel, and I do agree that this is absolutely a sort of teal. I think it does have just a touch of a greenish sort of almost emerald undertone to it. Again, I think my full hand shot's giving you guys a good representation of that. Now, with these more jelly crelly formulas like My Precious or You Shall Not Pass, these are going to be opaque at 3 light coats or 2 normal coats. So definitely going to depend on how you polish. And next is One Ring to Rule Them All. This is a mauve crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. Again, I do agree with the official description. The base color to this one is absolutely this mauve sort of shade. It's got that perfect type of somewhat purpley pink sort of balance, but I think it does have an overall very very neutral tone to it, especially if you have medium to deep skin tones. So just wanted to mention that. I think this is absolutely going to play up against your undertones to your skin. And then this one I went in just a touch thinner, but I felt that 3 coats really helped to make it pop and plump out really well. Again, finish off with a glossy top coat to seal it up. And next is A Wizard Is Never Late. This is a light gray curly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So this is probably one of my top picks in this set. I really enjoyed how this one has, again, that more unicorn sort of vibe, very similar to that nice pastel, like light lavender that we saw earlier, and it builds really well. So again, this is another one that I took up to 3 coats, and once again, that awful repair that I have on this nail, I mean, it snapped, you guys. It was really bad. It's really bulky, and I filed it down the best that I could in terms of just the tea bag method, but it is kind of unforgiving on my nail. So I overall just feel like the formulas to these, even though they felt on the lighter side for the most part, were really forgiving, even though I've got that big giant repair. And next we have One Does Not Simply Walk Into Mordor. This is a chestnut curly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So I agree, this one is more of what I consider a warm type of chocolate brown, and it absolutely leaned very neutral against myself. So once again, I think this is going to definitely play up against your undertones to your specific skin tone. And again, I think 3 coats is going to be perfect on this one too. So really going to depend how you polish. At this point, I think I'm rocking shorties, at least for me, what I normally keep the length of my nails at. And I still found that 3 coats for some of these really help to plump them out the best. Now again, finish off with a good glossy top coat. And last but not least is You Fool, No Man Can Kill Me. This is a dark indigo curly with shifting iridescent flakes and ultra hollow glitter. So this one is another one of my top picks in the set. I really love this color. I feel like I see it quite a bit in Glam's big collections, and I'm here for it. So this color and any type of finish I love. It's a very flattering shade, and I do agree, just in case this one is coming off skewed across monitors, it's definitely a true indigo in my opinion. So we've got this somewhat blurple type of lean depending on your lighting, and it's fully opaque perfectly, again, between 2 to 3 coats. I took it to 2 normal coats, and you can see perfect, wonderful iridescent action happening with the flakes. Now these dropped this last Friday, so they are currently available in Glam Polish's website. I will link that below for you guys if you want to check them out, as well as the Glam Polish Facebook group for additional swatches, all that good stuff. Per usual, there is also a trio that launched alongside these, which those are very pretty. Definitely recommend checking those out as well. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.